Good day, our amazing real estate investor. Today, we want to talk about document in real estate transaction. Document, not titles. Now, what are the necessary documents that you are supposed to have to perfect a land transaction, especially? Follow us, subscribe on our channel so that you can get up-to-date information on all matter real estate. We want to help guide you to make the best investment or purchase decision of your land based on your investment goals. You have first receipt. The receipt must have the information of the seller, information of the buyer, the date of payment, the purpose for payment, the amount of money collected. Usually, by law, the head of the family, if you are buying directly from a family, should sign, and also the secretary of that family. Or if you are buying from an individual that is a secondary buyer or a primary buyer, or you are buying from a company, then any authorized signatory can sign for a company or a corporate organization, or the individual owner of the land will sign. So the purchase receipt is a registrable instrument. Registrable in the sense that you can register it in the state land registry as a registrable instrument to show that authority over ownership of a land has been transferred from the seller to the buyer. The second important document for land transaction is the survey. Now, the survey is one single sheet, but it is complex. We can do a video session to talk separately about the survey, the information that you should look out for in the survey, the data that it must contain. But what you should know readily is that the survey is that item, the document that gives you your portion of the earth that you are paying for. It is from so point to so point. In this particular location, the land was initially owned by so persons. So you must have the address of your land, complete address, the owner of the land, community where the land is located, the adjoining roads to the land, the signature of the surveyor that prepared it, and many other things. You must have your geo coordinates. Your geo coordinate is very, very important in your survey. Now, the survey is prepared by a surveyor, and will advise always work with the professionals. Always work with the professionals. Work always with people that are registered with the Surveyor Professional Association or bodies in Nigeria. Let us tell you the fact. It remains that you have not bought a land that you don't have a surveyor. You cannot say you complete a land process or transaction without a survey. It's not possible. Because your survey information is needed to prepare your deed. Now, we hear that some people are preparing deed of assignment for land transaction without a survey. That deed is null and void by law. A survey must be prepared first before you make deed, because you need information on the survey to put on the deed. Because the deed is just telling you that you are transferring an item from one person to another. What is that item? It is the information on the survey that you need to put on the deed to represent accurately what the item is. In this case, the land. It's the information on the deed that will be used to trace where you don't even find your survey with from the government to ascertain that, okay, that land actually exists and you have ownership of it. So that is survey, as it relates also to deed. So what is the deed of assignment? The deed of assignment is a A document prepared by a lawyer. So we have mentioned two professionals that are important, sacrosanct to land transaction, and by law are recognized. A surveyor, registered surveyor, and a lawyer, called to bar to practice in Nigeria. Your survey is also a registrable instrument. When you register your survey, then you can use it to process the perfecting of your title. Watch our video where we talk about titles and you see these different titles. So whether it is excision or gazette or certificate of occupancy, governor consent, probate or letter of administration, freehold, you need the registered survey to get this title. Without them, you are not getting the title. So your deed also is a registrable instrument, your deed of assignment. Deed of assignment will contain information a lot of the time of the history of ownership of that land. Transferred ownership is also contained in deed of assignment at times. It will give information on whom the buyer is buying from, address of the position of the land, the location where the land exists, every necessary information on the land, mostly as you have on the survey. So you should register also your deed, register your survey, register your receipt with the land registry. Now, why do you need to register this? So that it will be made available to the public that particular land, the public can easily trace the history of ownership of that land. It is therefore sacrosanct as a land buyer, whether you are in Nigeria or in diaspora, search, chart your land. The amount you are paying to do this charting will save you a lot of headache. For example, it will let you know if this land is under acquisition and I saw you should buy or not buy. Number two, the history of the land that has been provided by whomever you are buying from. You can also track it from the land registry to ascertain if it is true, and you know whether to buy or not to buy. That's important. So the fourth document that is important in property purchase is the contract of sale. A lot of the times you don't need a contract of sale if you are paying outright. You are making an outright payment for a particular land. Contract of sale will usually come to play where maybe you have a pending transaction, there is something pending for you to complete a particular transaction. Where that transaction is one-off and payment is completed, everything is completed, you get your deed of assignment after your survey has been done. So if at all there is going to be any form of delay in completing or seeing through a property transaction, your contract of sale comes to play. So contract of sale has every information that you will have on the deed, but may not have information of the survey. One, may not or may have. Secondly, it will have the terms of agreement of selling and of purchase. The terms of agreement. I am paying 200 million naira to get so size of land in so location. But you are paying, I have 180 million naira now to pay 20 million naira in so later date. Or how you want to spread payment, for example. All those agreements of purchase will be in the contract of sale. You need your lawyer to vet your contract of sale or to prepare your contract of sale. You can give me a call if you want to know more, or send DM if you want to know more. But it is very important that you follow or subscribe to our page so that you can get up-to-date information, educational sessions on your property investment. I remain your trusted and efficient realtor, John Adegbenga Sholari. Thank you.